The workforce edge is the sum of all of the decisions your employees make as they use the internet on a daily basis. I'm Russ Spitler. I am the co-founder and CEO of Nudge Security. When Jaime and I founded Nudge Security, one of the things that we recognized is that most security programs these days are set up around dated concepts of technology use. And that really kind of evolves from the idea that you have an endpoint that you're going to lock down, and we're going to prevent bad things from happening on that. We have a network perimeter, and we're going to keep all the good data inside my network and keep all the bad things on the outside to prevent people from getting to the bad things. And then, of course, we kind of evolved past that, and Okta came along and made it easier for us to run in single sign-on and Salesforce One, and everything went to SaaS applications, and we kind of had this identity as the sort of edge that we're really focused on. But all of that really kind of breaks down when you kind of look at how the world is actually operating today. Because we have an entire workforce that every day sits down on their computer and logs onto the internet. When we think about the workforce edge, this is the sum total of all of those risk decisions your employees are making. It is the missing piece of your security program when you think about moving beyond that identity layer and actually looking at the app layer and the actions that are being taken within those applications that your employees use every single day, every single hour, and all of the incremental risk decisions that they make going into that. This is a completely distributed problem. This is one that's driven through every single interaction your employees are making. You need to have them be part of the solution. Ultimately, your employees are not coming into work and saying, hey, I want to waste time and sign up for a new tool. They're trying to get their job done. They're trying to do whatever function they do, whether that's design product, create code, balance the books, create the next year's roadmap, run an M&A process. They're trying to do their job. And if we sit there and start to make them come back to a centralized team every time they need to enable a new workflow, enable a new technology, make a new decision in the technology that you provisioned to them, all of a sudden your business slows down to a crawl. So what we really need to be able to do is enable that productivity for your employees while still mitigating that risk. We're not going to do that by shutting off the internet. We're going to do that by making them part of the solution and making sure that as they're taking those risk decisions, we're sitting there with them and making sure that we're not accepting more risk than the organization wants to take, but still allowing them to get their jobs done. And that's what Nudge does. The first thing that we've seen, and we did research with Dr. Aaron Kay, who's a professor of psychology at Duke University, where we actually saw the compliance along with those security policies increase by about 2x overall. So it went from a 32% compliance rate when we blocked them at the network level up to a 68% compliance rate when we actually engage them as they're taking those actions. A massive shift, but that compliance rate is only a small side effect. What we're now doing is building trust with the security organization. You got to start from a place of trust in order to come back when you really want them to stop doing something and you may not give them a choice, or when you need them to engage and explain a little bit further in terms of the decisions that they have made. All of that is about automatically engaging those employees, building that trust relationship between IT and security, and ultimately driving towards that compliance of your security policies and reducing that risk in your organization.